Taking a quick little break. I got one more section for tonight, and I'm going to call it a day here. I came out here to polish out kind of late. I was doing some debadging on the Impala here. This is my dad's car, so I'm going to go ahead and polish it. I'll finish it tomorrow. I'll come down here earlier, and I'll coat it tomorrow as well. This will be ready by Sunday because I do want to coat the wheels as well. So I'm going to try to do that on Sunday. If I don't get to that, I'll wait till the following weekend, and then I'll do that. Then I'll get to that project here. So today's project, like I said, I'm polishing. I'm going to be using doing this video on the DIY Detail Gold Standard Polish. Now, they sent me this quite some time ago. When I say they, DIY Detail, they sent me this when it first came out. I just haven't had an opportunity to use it because I don't detail all the time. And so I was like, all right, my dad's car is up for a good polish. I'll go ahead and use the Gold Standard Polish rather than the Nano Surface Primers. One thing I will mention is not my first sprayable polish. I got a hyper polish on the bench over there. I found out I was going to bring it over here, but I forgot. I just left it over there. Similar concept in that they're both sprayable here. I'm not going to compare these side by side and let you know that one's better than the other. They're both great products. Optimal Hyper Polish is still a good product, so if you still have some, go ahead and use that up. And then if you want to try something new, you try the Gold Standard Polish. So I'm going to go ahead and read this here. The Gold Standard Polish's spray application is designed to provide proper dosing and polish distribution on the polishing pad. Spraying on the pad also reduces excessive product use. On a clean polishing pad, apply 1 or 2 sprays to evenly coat the pad with polish. Start your machine while on the surface to avoid polish slinging. The Gold Standard Polish system works best at low speeds, rotary 4 to 800 RPM, DA speed 3 to 4, and without pressure. Work a small section in overlapping passes, wipe off polish residue with your towel of choice. If using both pads, cutting and finishing, there's no need to wipe off residue between stages. When your pad becomes clogged with residue, clean your pad or change to a new one. So again, same concept if you're using it like the optimum way. Before we get to that, the other thing you want to do is if you have the DIY rinseless wash like I have up there on the bench there, make yourself a solution of 1 to 256. If you have a pad washer, this is actually going to be even easier. I don't have a pad washer because I normally don't polish in that aspect. So I'm going to just go ahead and showcase this. Have yourself a towel because you're going to need this. It's going to get a little too wet here. When you're first priming your pad, when you're first going to get ready to polish on your vehicle, just go ahead and dunk it in there. And the other thing is when you want to clean out your pad every few panels, go ahead and dunk it into the solution here. And so what I'm going to do is just going to scrub it against the grit guard here. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the excess product in there. You can see I got polish residue in there. I'm going to get this towel because this is going to be kind of messy to do this because I don't have a pad washer. So if you have a pad washer, then it's easier because all that water is contained. I'm just going to show you because not everybody's going to invest in one. And I'm going to go ahead and place this on the tool here. I'll line it up to the centering hole. And they sent me the wrong size pad. This is actually the 6-inch pad, not the 5-inch pad. So it's not the one I need for this tool, but I'm going to just showcase it just to show you. Turn your tool up to the maximum speed here. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. Like I said, it's going to get kind of messy, so have yourself a towel on hand because my hands are still wet and my tool gets all wet. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn the speed down to 4.5 like I already have. Turn your machine on. Let it go, spread into the pad. If you miss, like I didn't miss, I got a pretty even distribution on the pad, then you're good to go. If you don't spray it, like if you pull like halfway or whatever, just go ahead and do a second spray. With this polish, you're good to go just like this, because sometimes detailers have a habit of doing this. So just go ahead and do this. So this thing has a real long working time. Actually, I could actually continue on and polish that section, but if I needed to load up my pad again, I would go ahead and get my polish, spray that on my pad, and then again move back to the next section here. So I mean, it's really that easy to use. It's not that difficult to use this product. I'll show you the way to wipe it off in a second here. Put that on there. Go ahead and fold my towel properly. Okay. Now the other recommendation that DIY Detail has is to have your towel damp with rinseless wash solution. If you don't have that, when you make your solution here, go ahead and get yourself a spray bottle and have some product mixed in here. Just dunk it in there, and you're going to wipe off the polish residue with the damp towel or a spray like that. Flip it over and wipe off whatever's remaining, and you're going to be left with clean paint, because the rinseless wash doesn't leave anything on the surface that's going to get in the way. You're still going to want to do a panel wipe, and so the other option here, which I'm going to show you how to do this, I'm going to flip over to this side, is they sent me their panel wipe for other reasons. We'll get to that in a future video, but I'm going to go ahead and just so this tends to flash kind of fast, so I'm going to have my towel ready on hand, primed, and wiped off all the residue here, and now the paint is clean for your coating or your wax or your sealant, whatever you want to put on the surface. So that's pretty much it for the gold standard polish. I want to give you guys a quick little demonstration, a quick video on this, just to show you how it works. It's a very good product, has a long working time, no dusting, which is fantastic, because I don't want to come back and clean up dust once I'm done. Works great on glass, so I'll polish out the glass here. I will transition over to a different pad because I don't like that big pad on the machine there. So I think before I transition over to that, I'm going to polish the glass with the polish. And that's pretty much it. So I want to give you guys a quick little demonstration here, quick little video. The gloss is really good on here. It leaves a real nice gloss. I mean, polished paint looks good when you polish it, regardless of the polish you're using. But the paint looks good. Like I said, I can't really show you defect removal because the paint is actually in good condition. So again, thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments or questions on the gold standard polish, go ahead and post down below. DIY Details will answer your questions because they do watch the channel. I'll answer to the best of my ability. And again, stay tuned for more. And I want to thank the folks over at DIY Detail for sending the gold standard polish out, and the waffle pad as well, and the wool pad, amongst other things that they've recently sent to me. So I want to thank them for that. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. I wanted to come back and give you my final thoughts on the gold standard polish, and then give you a walk around of the Impala after using the gold standard polish. So I'm going to just tell you, this polish is really good. User experience is good. Cut and finish is good. What else can I say about it? No dusting. Smells good. It won't stain trim. I actually polished out a couple pieces of trim. So it's a really nice product. definitely recommend it. You guys can use my discount code anytime, MikeGDIY, to save you 10%. The waffle pad's also good. If this was the right size pad for my Rupa's machine, the 15, I would have a better user experience with the pad, because it wasn't meant to run this large of a pad on that tool. This is actually the right size pad. You can see just by looking at it here if I put the centering hole there. But you know, this pad is actually really nice, and it went over the surface really well, because I actually did use it on the roof as well, the trunk lid, and then also the front hood here, just to kind of get more hands-on time with this. And I'll probably just buy another pad, another 5-inch pad to actually fit the Rupas here, and then try it out with a few other polishes and see how that works. And I'm probably gonna order a 3-inch pad and see how that works with the Flex PXE80. So if you know, people are always asking what's a good polish, what's the best polish type of thing, and if you're starting out or even if you're new, this is a good one-step solution here, and you know, it's going to do a lot of good work for you and finish out really well. You know, cut's going to vary on paint hardness as well, but for the most part, this is going to be a good combination here for one-step polishes. So you know, if you're in the lower 48 states, I will send you this pad for free if you have a 6-inch backing plate, and you can try it out with any of your polishes here. I'll just clean it out and you guys can use it. Overall, I ended up just using 3 pads on the car. I ended up using, this is a Lake Country Udos polishing pad. I use this with my 15 Mark II, really nice pad. I use the Marcon Global 3-inch pad here for the Flex PXE80, and then I use this Buff and Shine yellow polishing pad on the Rupa's hybrid. So I only used 3 pads on the entire car because I had a makeshift pad washer here with DIY rinseless wash it, the typical dilution 256 to 1 or 1 to 256, the way however you want to do it here. I would clean out the pad every couple panels, and then I would wring it out, put on the tool. You guys saw me do that. And as I got through the system here, because I forced myself to use it the way DIY Detail recommends it, with using a damp pad. Once you start getting in the flow of it, you become a little bit more efficient. But if you're going to be using this product primarily all the time, consider investing in a pad washer, because it's just easier, because you don't have to take the pad off the backing plate, don't get in there, put it back on the machine, and then wring it out, do all that. If you have a pad washer, everything is just going to do its thing there. But I mostly use the Nano Surface Primers from Dr. Beasley, so I'm not going to be using those with damp pads. They're not designed to work that way. So if you're going to invest in and adopt this system, just go ahead and invest in the pad washer, and it's going to make life a lot easier for you and more efficient. So I know it costs a little bit more, but hey, you can always find a sale somewhere. So overall, real good product. Definitely recommend it. Give it a shot. Add it to your arsenal. And I'll show you what the car looks like right now. I'm going to take the camera off my head and give you guys a quick walk around of the Impala here under the lights in the garage. I also use it to polish the glass. So whatever pad I was using on the tool, I ended up just using that on the glass to polish it out and prep it for a coating. And I did panel wipe the car. I'll panel wipe it again tomorrow. But you can see that the gloss level looks really good. So it's a real nice polish, leaves a real nice gloss, and like I said, very easy to wipe off. It. I want to give you guys a quick walk around here. Again, that's the gold standard polish. Really nice product. Definitely recommend it. If you still have some hyper polish, you know, just go ahead and use up your what you have, and then transition over to this if you want to try something new. If you want to try something new anyway, just go ahead and pick up the gold standard polish, and you can compare it on your own to see which one you like better. But this left a real nice finish on the car, very user friendly. I definitely recommend it. Definitely add it to your arsenal. So again, thanks for watching. I want to thank the folks over at DIY Detail for sending this out to me and trying this out and sending me both pads. We'll eventually use this pad when I find a vehicle that has some paint that needs some more cut. So we'll find a vehicle to test this on, but for the time being, I can't comment on this. But the waffle pad's really nice. I'll probably add a few more to my arsenal here and try those out with other polishers and see how that works out. So thanks again to the DIY Detail folks for sending this out to me. Thanks Nick, and thanks Ivan for sending those out, and I will catch you on the next one. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post them down below. DIY Detail does answer questions because they do follow the channel. So again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.